Hey guys, what's up? Alright, it's Double Deuce back. So tonight we're actually folding some sheet metal out of stencils. I said I'd walk you guys through this. So I've already showed you some of my stencils. This here is the fender stencil that I cut out of the poster board drawing that I did. And you see I have a right side and I also have a left side. Okay. So what I did tonight is I laid them all out on my aluminum. I trimmed everything apart. Okay. I cut lines where lines need to be cut. You see I have a stencil here and I have the body lines folded. I already have my center line. My center line I started on my poster board from the very tail of the car clear to the front and beyond. So I have a center line down the center of the car. That's how I measured my height, and I'm going to measure my width off that center line too. So this right here, I said I was going to make some alterations along the way. If you see this, I decided to bring the cowl section right into the rocker panel here. Now this will be folded, that'll be folded, and this will be my inner door jamb over here. But you can see my center line will be down the center of the car. Now there's also two body lines here that are kind of sharp. If you look at these body lines, okay, and then you can see I trimmed the wheel opening just a little extra out here so I can fold that in to make a quarter panel. Now when you look down this panel, okay, on the Charger, it's not flat, okay, it's actually bowed. It has a little bit of a bow in the center of the wheels. That's why I left this connected here and I cut these over so I can bow the quarter to whatever I need inside. So I can bow the front and the rear like that, and then I can fold this lip over here and meet this where it's not cut, and I can actually bond it right to this or weld it. I'm probably going to bond this because this is extremely delicate. Okay, and once you get this all put together and folded like an origami piece of paper, it'll be wicked strong and wicked light. So, sorry, that was a Rhode Island term. I didn't mean to throw that out there. I laughed about it when I first heard it too. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make these lines here, okay? Nothing is sacred in my house. This is a pizza cutter, right? Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to lay the pizza cutter here. I'm going to gingerly put my finger underneath this, and I'm going to move the pizza cutter right along that line right there. And I'm going to do the same to the back over here. I don't know if this is in focus or not, but I want you guys to see how you can work with metal. Aluminum is really tough. This is actually my first aluminum body. And you got to push down wicked hard too. Sorry about that again. I said it again. Now, I'm going to fold my stencil back down. See, this is actually my right side stencil, and I use it on my left quarter too. You see where it goes? Now, when I pull this off, and I'll save these stencils for future use down the road. Okay, like so. Then when I turn it over, you should be able to see the start of a body line here and here. Now I use the edge of my workbench over here right along that edge right there. And I will continue to fold these in a little bit more. And the nice thing about the aluminum, if you don't take it too far, you can kind of rub your finger over it and bring it back, you see. So I've done a lot of stencil cutting. Here's the fender. You see, I left all this on top, and I did the same thing with the quarter panel. I cut it all the way in until just over the center of the wheel, because if you look, this will be the top of my fender now. I'll fold it right over. I'll fold these over, fold this down, and then in here I will cut little reliefs in there and fold them. And then I will also do the same here as I did on there. And this in here, this will fold under, so I have a place to bolt the fender to the bottom of the cowl. And this here, when you fold it on the back side, see, there's my center line right there. See? And there's my center line there. I'm going to continue this line straight across, so when I set all my panels together with the door, they'll all line up. I'll have a center body line down the whole car. Now, some of the things you don't really see, okay, I'm using this model kit as an example. If you see the side of the car comes in and out, it has a nice Coke bottle shape to it. Comes out, in, and then out again, and then in again, okay? That way, when you draw a car on a piece of paper, it's flat. You shadow it, you use pencil lines to bring the body lines out. So, now this is a Daytona, so this is back here is going to be different. This window plug, they put these in a Daytona. So the trunk's actually going to be here when I go do the trunk. But the extra that I cut on the top of the quarter, I can trim it back. Make my trunk jam. I can also come up with a little bit of a lip, so my roof will set down on it, and then I can work my way to the doors. Okay, now the doors, I'm going to have to add a piece to the top because there's too many complex lines in here for this to work with one fold. I can do it, but it's going to be a rough one. So that's how it's working right now. So when you actually physically get a shot of the side, you see the Coke bottle, you see the bends this way. Now this line here and this line here is what I just did with a pizza cutter, you see, and I'm going to continue it through the door and the fenders. This line here was kind of a gradual line, so I just laid the whole thing down and just kind of put my palm on it and just kind of gave it a little rub. Now here's one thing that's important. When you're working with sheet metal, always wear gloves, okay? I'm an old sheet metal guy. I got more metal in my hands than, you know, the Empire State Building has in it. I can't even get an MRI because the magnet is too strong and it'll pull the metal right out of my hands. But I've done it all my life, and that's just the price you pay for your occupation. So anyway, this is where I'm at now. I'm going to continue folding the panels, okay, and detailing the lines with the pizza cutter. And then I'm going to kind of mock it up with some of the, that aluminum ducting tape. I'm going to kind of, you know, shape everything together and set it together and put little pieces of tape on it. So you guys will be able to see the 3D image that I copied from this and a piece of poster board. And from there, like I say, this is how we do it. This is how I build all my other stuff though. You can see I've already mocked up the center line in my left fender, my left fender here. And then here's my door skin. Okay, this is, now if you see I cut the door skin a little bigger. Now I'm going to fold it across these lines here. Okay, when I fold it, I'm going to fold it completely around. Now see, I have my center line through my door too, right here. I'm going to fold that first. When I make my inner door, okay, I'm going to have a lip that comes down and steps out. And this lip's going to fold over it just like a real door skin on a real car. Okay.